What if a single drop of black ink on paper could hold the entire universe? Discover the silent, ancient secrets of Japanese ink painting that transcend mere visual art completely. Sumi is not just about drawing pictures. It is a profound meditation in motion, where every single breath dictates the exact flow and weight of the dark fluid. Deep in the quiet hills of Kyoto, ancient masters guarded these sacred techniques for centuries, passing down wisdom not through loud words, but through silent, perfect execution. Stepping inside this traditional workshop feels like crossing an invisible boundary into another dimension, where time slows down and the noisy modern world simply ceases to exist. The very first secret every novice must learn is that you cannot erase a mistake. Every stroke is permanent, forcing total honesty between your inner mind and the paper. Before a single mark is made, you must understand the four treasures of study: the brush, the ink stick, the ink stone, and the special absorbent rice paper. The brush is not a dead tool of plastic and metal. It is crafted from animal hair, designed to hold water and ink like a living, breathing organism. Grinding the solid pine soot ink stick against rough stone is an essential ritual. It forces your rushing thoughts to settle down and sync with physical reality. As the ink slowly dissolves into water, a subtle, earthy fragrance of aged pine soot and natural glue fills the air, instantly awakening your focused creative senses. Rice paper reacts instantly to moisture. It drinks ink with wild abandon, creating soft, feathery edges that no painter can ever completely control or predict. This unpredictable bleeding is not a flaw to fix. In Japanese aesthetics, it represents wabi-sabi, the ultimate beauty found in imperfection, impermanence, and natural incompleteness. Master painters time their brush strokes with their exhalation. When your hand moves in harmony with your breathing, the line becomes alive with pure, unforced energy. Your entire body must be engaged. You do not paint from the wrist alone. The energy must travel straight from your center, through your shoulder, into the brush. What you leave unpainted is just as important as what you cover with ink. Empty white space represents air, sky, mist, and the infinite void of the mind. This sacred Japanese concept is called ma. It is the pregnant pause, the essential silence between musical notes, and the breathing room within a crowded visual world. Traditional training begins with the four gentlemen: bamboo, orchid, chrysanthemum, and plum blossom. These plants embody essential human virtues through changing seasonal conditions. Bamboo is the very first lesson. Its hollow stalks teach resilience, how to bend gracefully under fierce winds without ever breaking your inner core spirit. Notice how the joints of the bamboo segment give it structural strength. Each brush knot requires a sudden pause, gathering power before continuing upward toward the sky. The wild orchid teaches delicate grace. Its sweeping leaves require continuous, fluid wrist motion without hesitation, capturing the effortless elegance of a gentle mountain breeze. The chrysanthemum blooms late in autumn, defying the approaching winter frost. Painting its dense petals demands patience, precision, and unwavering focus through complex layering. The plum blossom is the bravest flower of all, pushing through melting snow to herald the very first signs of coming spring with explosive vitality. A master does not see just black and white. Within a single brush load, you must contain 5 distinct ink tones, ranging from deepest obsidian to palest mist. This technique is known as single brush grading. By masterfully controlling water and pigment distribution inside the hairs, you paint 3-dimensional form with a single stroke. True mastery embraces happy accidents. When ink bleeds unexpectedly into an unintended shape, the artist must instantly adapt and incorporate it into the living design. Your hand cannot paint what your mind resists. To create pure art, you must enter mushin, the state of no mind, where thought and action become one single entity. Ego is the greatest enemy of the brush. The moment you worry about what others will think, your hand tightens, and the flowing line loses its natural soul. When ancient masters painted misty mountains and winding rivers, they were never copying physical reality. They were painting the vast internal landscapes of human consciousness. Creating distant fog requires subtle dry brush washes. You drag nearly dry bristles across rough paper fibers, leaving ghostly traces of gray light hanging between dark peaks. A roaring waterfall is painted by leaving pure white paper untouched, surrounded by crushing walls of dark, wet ink. The white space becomes rushing water through contrast. Gnarled pine trees clinging to sheer rock faces symbolize unyielding endurance. Their twisted needles are slashed onto paper with quick, aggressive flicks of the brush tip. Traditional ink paintings often feature a tiny lone traveler crossing a vast bridge. This reminds us of our own small, fleeting journey through the immense natural world. Once the painting dries completely, the artist applies a personalized red soapstone seal using vermilion cinnabar paste. This acts as both signature and energetic anchor. That striking patch of red cinnabar is never placed randomly. It provides the essential splash of vibrant warmth that balances the heavy, cool, monochrome yin of the ink. Raw rice paper must be carefully backed and mounted onto fine silk brocade scrolls so it can survive for centuries without cracking or degrading over time. In ancient temples across Japan, scrolls painted 600 years ago still look as fresh as if the master dipped their brush just this morning. Ink painting shares its philosophical roots directly with the Japanese tea ceremony. Both traditions celebrate presence, mindfulness, and the profound beauty of the passing moment. Masters spent years sitting motionless in forests and beside waterfalls, not sketching what they saw, but absorbing the living rhythms of wind, water, rock, and tree. You do not need to paint every single leaf on a tree. Capture the structural spirit and pulsing life force, and the viewer's own imagination will fill in the rest. Some strokes require the speed of lightning. A sudden rush of water and ink captures the violent surge of a mountain torrent, or the flash of a bird's wing. Conversely, painting a heavy mountain boulder requires extreme slowness, holding the heavy brush almost entirely motionless, while guiding ink downward with infinite patience. Holding the brush perpendicular to the paper creates powerful, commanding lines. Tilting it at an angle creates broad, sweeping textures of moss and shadow. In our hyper-connected, frantic modern lives, practicing this ancient silent art form offers a powerful mental sanctuary against chronic digital burnout and anxiety. When you focused entirely on grinding ink and controlling water weight, mental chatter fades away, replaced by deep, rejuvenating psychological stillness. Mastery is never achieved through occasional weekend bursts of inspiration. It demands daily, disciplined repetition until the brush feels like an extension of your own arm. The ultimate test of a master is painting the enso, a single, uninhibited black ink circle drawn in one single breath to represent enlightenment and the universe. Notice how traditional enso circles are almost always left slightly open. This intentional gap signifies beauty in incompleteness and our constant capacity for ongoing personal growth. For over 1,000 years, this unbroken lineage of artistic wisdom has survived through direct mentorship, passing from master to student in quiet mountain rooms. You do not need expensive studio equipment to begin. A simple bottle of black ink, a cheap brush, and ordinary paper are all you need to start exploring. Do not fear making mistakes on the blank page. Every bold stroke teaches you something new about your own patience, focus, and inner creative spirit. Let the black ink be your silent teacher. Let the white paper be your calm mind, and let every single breath guide your creative path forward. In a world obsessed with digital clutter and endless noise, returning to simple ink and paper is the ultimate act of creative rebellion and mental freedom. Ink painting teaches us to let go of control. When you stop fighting the paper and start flowing with the liquid, true artistic magic finally happens. Even master artists who paint for 80 years consider themselves perpetual students of the brush, always learning new secrets from the dark ink and white void. When skill, breath, and intuition merge into one seamless action, hours pass in seconds, and you experience the rare, transcendent joy of pure flow state. The true gift of Sumi is not the painting on the wall. It is the calm, centered state of mind you carry back out into the bustling world. Your blank page is waiting right now. Grab your upshot, find your breath, and discover what ancient secrets are waiting to flow through your hands. If this ancient art resonated with your soul, hit subscribe and join our growing community of mindful creators exploring the hidden wisdom of traditional global arts. Which of the four gentlemen speaks most deeply to your personality? Leave a comment below telling us whether you prefer resilient bamboo or brave plum blossoms. Remember to like this video, share it with a fellow art lover, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into creative history. Until next time, keep your mind clear like the morning sky, your breath steady like the mountain stone, and your brush as free as the wind. Thank you for watching this journey into the ancient art of Japanese ink painting. May your creative path be filled with endless peace, focus, and beauty.